Hey, good evening. So we are going to do a top-down multi-time frame analysis on GBP USD. Starting from the monthly time frame, this is the last structural high. This is the last resistance that turned into a support right now. We can see with the last month, price actually closed above this zone. And in the next month, what we're expecting price to correct back lower towards into this kind of price level, and then start pushing upside. And we have this hypertly buy side liquidity in this kind of areas. Price created a deep low, maybe the all-time lows for GBP USD, and then price went below one, and then right now trying to push higher. If you drop our, I know it's a little bit macro management, but if you drop your Fibonacci into this kind of levels, this is actually a really interesting area where I actually look for like trades. Like it's I call it 78.6% flip. And what happens over here, I wait for price closing up a closure above 78.6, and then I wait for a retest of 78.6 and a good rejection from it, and then I went long and target for this highs. I use this strategy into lower time frames for a scalping purpose, but this is what I can what is clearly visible to me right now. um, I can't see any retest into monthly time frame, but maybe there is a retest into daily time frame into this area already that happened. So we are bullish into this one, and this month we have 22 days left, so it's possible uh, for this month to go a little more higher. At the same time, we have this fair value gap downside, which is possibly going to work as a magnet. So let's see what's going on into weekly perspective. In weekly perspective, this is the last resistance that turned into support, and right now it's becoming a little messy. Uh, okay, this is the last push towards upside, and what we're expect waiting for. We're waiting for a correction for at least say 38.2 so that we can go long. Another thing that I can spot, we have a fair value gap at around this price, which can work as a magnet. If we drop off EMAs, then yeah, even though the price is strongly bullish, the 10 to 20 EMAs are actually diverging from each other. Uh, but we can still expect a correction towards downside into this fair value gap. So in monthly time frame, we're bullish, we're targeting higher, but and in weekly time frame we have a fair value gap downside, and the last week closed like this. So what can possibly happen with the next weekly candle is that either it's gonna open, trade back a little lower, create a wick, and then gonna clear this high, or it's gonna be a uh, the wick will open, trade back a little higher, create a wick, and then trade back lower towards this fair value gap. So these are the two possible scenarios that can possibly happen this week. So we're focusing on bullish side because our monthly bias is actually bullish, and we have already tested this kind of areas. So this is the last impulsive move towards upside into the daily structure. It was not that impulsive actually. It was quite corrective, and the breakout structure. After making the breakout structure, the this candlestick actually closing below the high below this highs. So it doesn't seems like a really strong breakout structure at the same time. So still, I will be looking for, even though I'm not feeling that much confident into this setup, but I will still look for my lower time frame setups and structural shift into this kind of areas, and I will be targeting this highs. I will only take my positions if I get like really good setups into the lower time frame, like 1 hour and 15 minutes into this one, because I'm not that confident into this one, believe me. price can easily trade back lower into the weekly fair value gap that we spotted. At the same time, the monthly price action is quite bullish, so I'm definitely gonna consider this one if it give me a valid setup into lower time frames regarding London session or NY session, then I will definitely get involved into this. So this is where I'm gonna place my alert, and I'm gonna let the price action unfold. So that's my views on GU.